I wanted to continue to share more about my walk with God. Um, God was so beautiful. Oh my God, it was so gorgeous. He showed me. He asked me, or he told me to go and share, and to stop transgressing against him by passing judgment and punishment. The blessing was tenfold. Share vitamin B and how it's used to represent all illegal drugs. When it's extracted from fruits and vegetables, it's in its purest forms. They put dry ice on it to represent, crack also has the substances in Orgel in it for that numbness, or methamphetamines, or ice, or speed, or crank, or Flocka is the newest drug, or they named it Flocka. Kind of sounds like you flop around, and that's what these individuals. That's what happens is they flop around on the ground. Tushy, that just knocks you on your tushy, is fake marijuana. Some say it has vitamin B sprayed on it, but it's not anything. They use this technology, the biometric computer program, which God told me to share about how we become real strong intellectually. That's what he was referring to, was this computer program. So the dangers of it is it attaches to every part of our brain. They use it on everyone in the United States, whether they're using it to protect someone of high importance, every member of our government, up to our president, or every member of our military, every police officer, actresses, athletes, musicians, or if they're investigating or setting someone up for some type of illegal activity, whether it's illegal drugs or whatever type of illegal activity. It attaches to every part of your brain. It causes tumors on your brain. It causes non-active cancer cells to be active. It causes brain damage. It causes, it does. It causes brain damage. It says it on their website at it's in West Virginia, Biometric Center of Excellence. And anyway, so he told me to share about all of this. And I've been through 16 states. I've walked across cities, counties, shaking hands, sharing. He then showed me these years of my life, like 3 or 4 years of my life would fly in front of my eyes as I felt all this pain and suffering I would go through. And God would stop, like after 3 or 4 years, from the time that I walked with him going forward. So 3 or 4 years would fly in front of my eyes, and I'd feel this pain and suffering. The first felt like, you lose everything in your life. All your loved ones, your everything, your children, your family, everyone, everything you own, you lose everything. So much pain, so much suffering. And God stopped and he said, will you still serve me, the Lord? And I was like, yes. Well, he said, will you still serve me? And I said, yes. Yes, of course, Father, And I remember God cried, and that's to me when I walked with him, that's the worst pain I've ever felt my whole life. I have buried a 3-year-old son. I have buried a significant other. I buried a 10-week-old grandbaby, my grandbaby. And nothing in this world compares to our Father, the Lord in heaven, crying. He hurt. It hurt so bad. Nothing compares to that. And then he showed me even more years of my life, like 3 or 4 more years of my life. And this was love, respect. It was so much hurt and pain. It was physical, mental pain. And you lose, and the loss of everything. And it was all these years, and they flew in front of my eyes within seconds. And God stopped, and he said, will you still serve me? And I said, yes, Father, I will. Then God showed me even more years of my life, like 3 or 4 more years of my life. And this, again, was so much physical pain. So much hurt, just heartbreak. Your heart hurts for others, watching others suffer in this world, and just so much empathy, sympathy, hurt, pain, physically, every which way, and no love, no respect, nothing. God stops and he says, you will always serve me. And then he let me feel more, and it got better and better and even better. Then God said, he said I would always serve him in all of these ways. He lifted me up even higher, and he showed me moments throughout my lifetime, moments, throughout my whole entire lifetime, and God, one of the moments was a man saying, or it was a man, and God, I'm standing there, and I was shoveling dirt or something into a can. I'm outside, and this man walks up with another man, and with like a trailer behind, or with a truck with a trailer behind it, like for horses or whatever to be in. And the guy says something to me. God stopped, and he let me feel that whole entire moment. 11 years ago, when I walked with him, and he said, "Do you know this man?" I said, "No, Father, I do not know him." I saw that man when I was in Wichita, Kansas. Let's see, that was probably 4 or 5 years ago. And I was like, oh, I see the man, God, I see the man. It's over with, right? It's over with. Well, it wasn't over with yet. God showed me another moment. And in this moment, it was a man saying something, and I misunderstood him. And then God said, when this moment happens, he said, my children have to be obedient to me, and they have to set you free. That moment happened when I was at Jimmy Pepe's house. Jimmy said something to me, and I misunderstood him, and you feel it through your whole entire body. It's kind of like deja vu, but so much stronger. Just as you remember it, that just as the same day you walked with the Lord, it feels just like that moment. You know it without a shadow of a doubt. And I said, oh my God, God showed me this moment, and I share with everybody, you know. And then God showed me another moment. And this was us sitting on a carport. And this was at a friend of ours, Nick's house. And we had cooked out. And it was Nick, his wife, Jimmy, and me, and Jack Curtis. We were all sitting outside, and because we were eating out. And all of a sudden, so there was a conversation going on, and I felt it. I knew immediately. The words were said and everything. There was another moment. God didn't want to see it happening like this, but he knew that this is the way that it would happen, but that it was going to be okay, and his children would be obedient, and they would set me free. And all that walked amongst me and my son will walk, and I'll always serve him. Then God showed me, oh my God, he showed me so many moments that between me and you and everyone else that I kind of got scared, because he showed me so many moments. I was scared. I was like, God, I kind of want to live my life too, you know. God was like, these are just seconds of your life, you know. These are just mere moments. These are, you know, because it's literally that just one, not even a whole second, but you feel it, you know it, it's yours, and it's in your lifetime, and you know it's going to happen when it happens. It is so unbelievable. I can't explain it to you. And the guy laughed at me about that, though, because, you know, he also, I know I'm supposed to live to be of an old age. Anyways, God showed me the next moment is my son walking across the beach with me standing on that beach. And God once again told me, you know, he said that his children would find out the truth, they would set me free, and then he said, your son should walk. He should walk with you, and showed me my son walking across the beach when we stayed on that beach. God showed me another moment. I'm getting nervous because I want to make sure I say each moment in the right order, because there were so many of them. But I'll just go through them, and I'll know it when it happens. Because once again, there were so many, you know. There's a moment where I'm at like at Washington, D.C. or something. There's big statues. That's the way it felt to me, or appeared to be. And I'm walking around with either my grandchildren or great-grandchildren. Obviously, I took them to Washington, D.C. That's where we're at. And probably remembering these moments and what we're going through today in this world. And just how, you know, if you fight for it. If you love it, you fight for it. If you love it, you stand by it. If you love it, you protect it at all costs. And that's our Father. And we're fighting for him. And we're standing by him and by his word. His will be done in this world. And to protect him, protect his word. God comes first. He's our foundation. You put God first, and everything else will fall into place. And he's a perfect God. He's so perfect. And so even with all this going on in the world, I'm so blessed to know. I'm so blessed to know we're going to be okay. We'll get through this too. God loves us all so, so much. He just wants his children to be obedient to him. He wants us to love him. He cried. He just wants us to love him. Love him, those and love each other. I hope we all remember that. Let's see. Okay, another moment is my son is in the floor with his children. There's like 2 children, maybe 3. I think there was 2. And his wife is cooking, and she's cooking in the kitchen, and that's another moment. And then another one is carrying babies out to our car. Chad's there. There's all these car seats and all these babies, little babies, twins and all. These moments will happen. What's another one? Another one is, oh my God, there's a driveway that goes up. Let's see, it goes up and it kind of curves. Let's see. It goes up and it curves around. There's a big yard. Then there's the house right here. So you go up and it curves around, and the house is there. And there's a big, huge yard on the side of the yard. And there's all these kids playing. And Chad's out in the yard playing, and all my kids are there. And it's their children, and so on and so forth. All of our kids are there. And I don't know, like there's a birthday party, I don't know, but I know I'm sitting there, and something happens with Chad trying to chase the kids or something, and there's a moment that'll happen, and I'll know exactly at that moment that this is another moment God showed me. There's so many moments. Oh my Lord, yeah, Mercedes, my oldest, yes she will have, she will have, God, oh my God, there's so many moments God showed me. She will have not 1 but 2 children like in looks. And remember, this is not 1 but 2 children alike in looks. But there's total that plus Landon. Because in the moment that God shows me, you can see Landon and he's older and there's 2 little ones. I've seen them. They will happen. I'm not worried about sharing about it, and it's okay. God shared it with me, so I can share that Mercedes, my oldest daughter, and she's married to Chris Worley, and this is a moment that God showed me in my life. There's no way that I would know these things, or over the past 11 years, these moments just keep happening, and I've been sharing. At first, I was silly, though. I thought, this is my walk with God. I don't want to share everything. I kind of wanted to keep... Then I realized the significance of it. It was important for me to share. And it was important because to not just believe, but to know our Father. We believe in air. We can't see yet. Well, God is just as real. God is so real. Just believe in Him. He's real, and His Word is the truth, and He's the only way. God said that I would let me go. There was so many moments. I guess I'll periodically keep sharing about them as I remember them all. But I also wanted to share that God said that I would take care of His churches and His children in the world. Their needs would not only be met, but they would have plentiful. And my children and their children throughout eternity, we would always will. He showed me moments. See, he told you. He showed me a moment where I'm building a church. There's bricks and I'm helping build the church. And we're all out there. And all that walked amongst me, we will all take care of His churches and children in the world. There's a lot more to that, but I'm not going to share about all of it. And all that walked amongst me is those that shared with others, those that helped me to continue to serve Him, to share with others, and to be there just to love Him. All that walked amongst me that loved Him. And we'll all be set free if that's needed in their life. You know? And we're not bad. We are all good. We're all His children. Just some lessons a little bit harder than others. But we love each other, respect each other, be there for each other. Okay, another moment God showed me, I'm walking down a sidewalk and I'm giving a family a home. Another moment is it's on a curb and there's a car there and I'm giving the keys and the title and everything to this car for this family to have a car. Remember, God said we would take care of His churches and His children in the world. Their needs would not be met. They would have plentiful. He also said that I would always share of a serious storm which I sense those or feel them, or sometimes I just see it spiritually. Like I saw like a spiritual, like a funnel, and I could feel it. That it was going to be like a tornado, and it was going to go through. We were going to be okay. And that was a few years back when I was listening to Stacey Harrison's, and I shared with them, with Chloe and everybody, that it was going to happen before it happened. Chloe Harrison, that's who. Anyways, it would also serve him by sharing of a serious crime, but only to serve him I will share. So, because I will not serve man, God said I'd only serve him, and I'd always stand before him, and I'd only kneel on my judgment day. I would serve him with his chosen ones, with his chosen one, Pope Francis, the Arch Cardinal and Bishop Kimmy from Wichita, Kansas, and the Archdiocese of Kansas are those that have come to me. I have prayed since then and asked him of Wilton Gregory, the Archdiocese of Georgia, since when I lived in Georgia, for him to also be one of my forefathers. Because this is a lot to do. It's not just me that'll do all this. It's us. It's all of us. It's huge. It's big, and I can't wait to serve him in every way. And remember, I said I would, and I will. And we will. And, okay, so let's see. He showed me so much. So much. I want to go ahead and share this video, and I'll continue to share more later. God bless everybody. I love you all. Which, God bless you means I love you. And I find myself telling people I love them all the time. And others look at me and I said, that's what God bless you means. So good night. God bless. I love you.